Good day to you, Cancer, and welcome to your weekly reading with Meenakshi Tarot. This is the reading for the third week of August. And as per always, please just take what resonates with you and leave what does not resonate with you. So if any part of this reading is not resonating with you, Cancer, please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Okay, we have some interesting cards popping up here for you, Cancer. I'd like to thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. And for those of you that have not subscribed, please consider subscribing and help me grow my channel. Wow, this is interesting here, Cancer. Some interesting cards. You've got the Lovers in reverse, which is Gemini energy. We have the Hermit in reverse, which is Virgo energy. Justice, which is also now Libra energy. So we see that there's definitely a situation here where there has been a new beginning, a second chance at something, a revival. It could have been a situation where there was a relationship, where there was an opportunity to get back together with somebody, to start this relationship again. However, we do see that with this Lover's energy, this Gemini energy, it's also about choices, Cancer. We see that some of you have had these choices to make, and you most probably were not feeling very comfortable to reconnect with this person again. There could have been things that was not, upfront and honest in this relationship or in this consequence. There's things that make you just wonder whether this is really where you want to be. And it's always good to take a moment to pause, especially when you're having these situations where there's these relationships that keep, wanting to have a boost. I mean, with relationship difficulties, there could be a situation where there is this lack of commitment from the other person, and you yourself need to decide, Cancer, if you want to carry on with somebody who is difficult and not willing to commit. And the question also remains, are you the one that does not really want to commit? You could be dealing with somebody who doesn't tell you the full truth about themselves. You yourself could also be very secretive about situations. Maybe you are not aware of their full intentions, and this is what you're asking of them. What is your full intention? What is it that you want of me? Maybe they don't want to commit to you on that level. So you need to be very careful about what is it that you're getting involved in. The second chance, the second opportunity, what is it about? You need to be very careful that you do not blind yourself just wanting to have what you desire, thinking that you can have all your wishes granted, but ignoring the underlying truth about what is going on in the situation. You must be very wary of not putting yourself into a false sense of security because you want to feel safe, Cancer. Be mindful of that. There could be a lot of new things happening, a lot of celebrations. There could be new opportunities within these relationships, getting together, socials, some kind of partying fun, maybe some talk of even a commitment. Some of you could, be seeing some fruitfulness within your dynamics, within your situation. So be very mindful about what is going on here for you, Cancer. All of these opportunities that are coming your way, you have to be very mindful about what is the real truth about what is exactly happening. Some of you could be facing with, this seems to be like a relationship that is fraught with challenges. There's always one challenge after the other, and you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be committed or stuck with somebody who is always bringing upon so much challenges towards you? You could be feeling, as you look at the situation, there could have been some form of betrayal in the past that has happened. It could have been a situation where you could have really had things that just, came to this end in the most unexpected way. So you find yourself having gone through this, it's almost as though you need to think about whether this is really what you want. And if you are getting back together with somebody who has just created a situation in the past where things came to such a dramatic end with this Ten of Swords energy, you got to ask yourself, do you really want to recommit to somebody who is is so easy to just end situation and end relationships. So you got to ask yourself that. We see that there is, some of you could also be feeling a little bit obstinate, not wanting to face that there are problems within your situation. You need to be very mindful of yourself and not become highly emotional. You should also try not to allow your frustrations and anger to dictate your actions, Cancer. Because there is all of these red flags that have come up in the situation that you're in, and you're choosing to ignore it. Sometimes you may feel that it's your right, and you're not being treated fairly, and you want to be, seen, you want justice in your relationships, you want justice in your situation, but it doesn't seem to be happening for you in your situation right now. So let me draw some more cards for a bit more clarity here, Cancer, because some of you, whomever this reading is meant for, you could have a Gemini in your life, you could have a Libra, you could have a Virgo in your life. If this is you, then this could be about you if these are people are in your life. But if not, it's also to the situation and the circumstances, not necessarily that you have these people, but also that you're having to deal with these kinds of situations. Okay, yeah, we see that there is this fatigue, this you're going in a situation where there is this constant situations and battles and and things that you have to go through. We see as these cards, you've got the Ten of Swords twice here in this reading, and you've got the Page of Swords twice. So there could be a lot of issues that are happening. You've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy here. So we're seeing here that there is this situation where there has been these complications, where things may not have worked out the way that you have wanted it to work out, where there has been difficulties in understanding each other and what is happening. There could have been a lot of pressure on yourself. There could have been, or you yourself is putting a lot of pressure on somebody else. Sometimes when you are not feeling very good and very comfortable, it's very difficult when you're under so much pressure to make a decision that's in your best interest. So you don't allow yourself to be put into a situation where you are being forced to make a decision. And that's really not a comfortable and proactive place to be in. We see that some of you are, thinking about yourself in terms of your business aspirations and things that you want to do. So there's a little bit of steadfastness coming through here, where you want to concentrate on maybe your career. Maybe that's your constant for yourself, where you can move forward. Because if everything else is not working out, this is working out for you. You do need to be careful of not becoming too caught up within yourself, within your thoughts, and feeling as though you are bound to situations and to circumstances. You need to be very mindful of not allowing your pride to step in the way and cause you unnecessary drama. So if, even if you are a stubborn sort, Cancer, maybe you need to seek some advice, get some counsel, because you may not be seeing the situation clearly. You may not be, observing what is going on clearly. You need to be mindful of the fact that you have put in a lot of work and a lot of effort in your situations, and you are looking to see this payoff. It's almost as though you need to realize that your emotional life and your career life is two completely different things. Where you may see payoffs in your career life because of seeds that you've planted and situations that you have created, you cannot assume that it will be the same with your personal life. A personal life may need more work from you from an emotional point of view as compared to how you conduct yourself in a working environment or in a project-based environment. We see there has been a lot of betrayal. Some of you are going through this sense of defeat and betrayal. And it's a card that's come up twice in this reading. So it's something that you do need to take note of. That there could be a situation where there is this relationship that has come to an end, and you need to accept that this relationship has come to an end, and no amount of you forcing it or pretending that things haven't ended is going to carry on, going to make it successful. We see that some of you could be having this, like I said, there seems to be career-wise, some of you seem to be doing very well. There seems to be a lot of success in your career. You seem to be achieving, you're being respected. You're seeing the the rewards for all of your hard work. And there's this inner satisfaction some of you are having. There's this inner sense of, you know what, I can do this. You do need to realize that you do need to be very careful, that you need to have wisdom in your situations, and you need to also be mindful of backstabbing, maliciousness, gossip as well. There could be that situation that could be arising for some of you, so you do need to be aware of that sometimes people are not as honest as you would like them to be, and that you are expecting a certain degree of honesty, but you must also ask, are you being honest as well? It cannot be one-sided. What you are prepared to put in, what you are expecting out rather, are you prepared to put that into your situations as well? We see that some of you have this Tower moment, and this is one of my favorite cards, because this Tower moment says to me that you are going through the situation. You're going through the situation that is bringing a lot of learning for some of you Cancerians out there, learning about yourself, especially in this situation. There's a lot of truths that are coming out. In this dealing with this Hermit energy, some of you are finding out things that you may not have expected, that you were not aware of, but it's also causing you to do a little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of, taking some time out to decide what is the way forward, to decide what is the best step to take. Some of you could be dealing with young people as well. There could be some young energies around you. Some of you could be stressed and concerned, and you need to reflect about this. There could have been some expectation, and things are not exactly working out the way that you had expected it to work out. So there is this awareness that there are things that are going on that you need to deal with, and things might feel a little bit chaotic at the moment, but you need to know that this is not going to be a forever situation. This too shall pass. So I'm shuffling some cards here to get a bit more insight for us on this reading, Cancer. Let's see, what more does Tarot need to say to you, Cancer? Okay, you got the Eight of Cups in reverse. You got the King of Wands. You got the Eight of Pentacles. You've got the Five of Swords. You've got the Two of Swords. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. You've got the Five of Cups. The Seven of Chariots. It's your energy, Cancer energy here. And you've got the Fool. So some of you are feeling as though you want to walk away from situations, but things are not exactly in the right space, you're not in the right headspace right now to make this move. You may be feeling a little stagnant in your situations because of all of this pressure that you are under. It's very difficult to want to move forward in a situation when there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of demands on your time and your effort. But you've got this King of Wands energy here. That could be a part of your chart as well, and that's fire energy. And this is where we look at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So it's actually saying to you to call upon this collective drive and force that you have within yourself. If you don't have these people in your space, it could be just be calling upon you to take this King of Wands energy and have this clear direction for yourself as you're moving forward. Very easy to get caught up in trauma and drama, and to not realize that you need to take a step out of the situation. Focus on the fact that with this Eight of Pentacles, you have been putting in a lot of hard work. You've been burning the midnight oil. You've been learning a lot of new skills. There's a lot of effort that has gone into a lot of your situations. However, some of you may have also put in a lot of effort in things that have not brought you this reward. You may have invested your time, your effort, planted seeds that have not really brought you the success that you had wished for and that you had hoped to achieve. So there's a lot of stress and concern that some of you are going under. You need to make some decisions, and it's also, once again, where some of you don't have all the facts. Some of you might be thinking, you in this confused state, because this has come out that you are in this confused state. So you need to be mindful of this, that as you have to make choices, you need to quiet that noise that's happening around you. You need to find this space of inner quiet and inner peace. There could be this disconnect with regards to family and financials and commitments, promises that have not been kept, unable to see to certain financial obligations. There could be some disagreements within a family situation when it comes to money, inheritance. There could be some kind of issue when it comes to financial obligations. So you need to think a little bit more clearly about what is going on here. You need to it's like you have to think clearly, but you also have to get out of your head Otherwise, you're going to be finding yourself falling into this pit of despair, not knowing what to do. But you need to change. And Spirit says to me here that if you keep doing the same things, Cancer, you cannot expect a different result. So you keep going around and around, doing the same things over and over and over, and feeling betrayed, and feeling as though, all your hopes and dreams are for naught. But you are not changing. You are not creating the change that you want to create. And this Chariot energy, your energy says to you that you need to move forward. You need to make some changes. You need to try to control your situation. You need to see the connectedness between yourself and others. You are not an island. You need people around you. You need to be part of a collective, but also be so mindful of who you are allowing into your circle. Who is there? Are they there to uplift you, to help you become a better version of yourself? Or are they just bringing you down and allowing you to just be a fool? So you need to be able to discern what is going on with you, with yourself, with your situations, with your relationships. So let me draw some more cards here from the Energy Oracle cards to see what more information can we get here for you, Cancer, in the situations that you are going through. Okay, Cancer. Okay. Garden and the Gate. Let me see what has popped out here. Give me a second. Let me just pick up all of these cards. One is quite far away from me here. Okay, let's see what has popped out for you here, Cancer. What has popped out for you? Some of you hold the key to your happiness, but you choose to stay stuck in a situation that you think is a comfortable situation. And then you have First Chakra Archangel Gabriel, where you're not being true to yourself. You're not allowing your truth to come forth. You're not allowing yourself to speak with truth and honesty. So you're staying in a situation that is actually not bringing you much happiness. We see this here. Some of you are staying in a situation that is not bringing you much happiness, but you would rather stay in comfort than speak your truth and make some changes. We see that you could be feeling very out of balance with your love situation. You're feeling very out of balance when it comes to loving the self. And this is actually causing you to have blockages when it comes to your own personal growth, your own personal healing. So let us see. Draw one more card here for you. And because of you locking yourself up in this situation, you have storm warning. So you know that there is something that's coming towards you that is not exactly the way you'd like it to be, but it's a little bit of confrontation. Remember, we did have the Tower card up there. So you have this confrontation that's coming towards you. It could be a personal confrontation, or you could be having to deal with others when it comes to this confrontation. So be very mindful of the seeds that you are sowing. Sooner or later, you do need to reap your harvest. Let us draw some cards here from Sacred Traveler and see what is the message here for you, Cancer, for this third week of August. So Cancer, let's see what is the message here for you. Okay, Cancer. The message for Cancer. You can overcome your obstacles. You really can. You need to just face your situations, and you need to realize that you do have the inner strength and the wisdom to overcome your situations. You need to seek this wisdom. You need to know that, things doesn't need to be the way that they are. And you need to realize that sometimes to overcome these obstacles, you do need to take a risk. And you need to, in taking this risk, you are able to venture forward, and life becomes almost like a great adventure if you think about it like that. You do need to have grace and gratitude. You need to be able to express yourself with this grace, this gratitude, being happy, being thankful for your situations, for your truth, understanding where you are, why you are where you are, and learning from your situations, and being joyful with those around you, sharing and expressing this love, this joy, this happiness. I mean, if you think about it, if you're going to be a bitter person all the time and a sulky person all the time, people are not going to really enjoy your company, not going to be around you. But if you allow yourself to grow, to have this grace and this gratitude, joy expands you. Joy cometh in the morning. Every morning you choose to be a bitter person or you choose to be a joyful person. Yep, and now say to me, now Meenakshi, you don't know what it is like, you don't know what I'm dealing with. Trust me, we all have issues, we all have obstacles. It's our attitude that determines our outcome, no matter what is going on. So let me draw a card from Starseed to see what is the message here for you, Cancer, Starseed. Okay, Starseed Oracle here for you, Cancer. This is it's a new earth. You know, things are happening. Things are happening for you, but you need to hold this vision for yourself. You need to see the connectedness between yourself and others. I think I said before that you need to realize that you are not an island. You are part of a collective. You are part of a community. Some of you are part of a family situation. You have a friend circle. You have all of these things, and you need to see that you are part of not just a small circle, but a greater community. You choose to be alone, or you choose to be part of everybody and everything. But you need to also recognize that this vision and these hopes that you have for your life, it can be achieved. You can overcome these obstacles. You need to hold on to that. You need to hold on the vision that you have for yourself and the way and where you see yourself. So you need to bring in this calm, this acceptance, realizing your connectedness, not just with yourself, but with the universe, with each and every one, in every day, in every moment. So Cancer, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Like I said, if it has resonated with you, please remember to subscribe to my channel and to share my videos. So thank you guys for listening. Until next week, take care and goodbye.